Not 1.7, not 5.7, 0.7. 0.7 per 100,000 people. Those are the numbers. Like I said, we felt safe in the...
Olá pessoal, sejam bem-vindos a mais um vídeo desse canal. Nós somos cidadãos de terceiro mundo. Nesse canal nós reagimos e aprendemos sobre o primeiro mundo. Nesse vídeo nós vamos reagir à verdade sobre a segurança na Polônia.
Portanto, aproveite a oportunidade, considere se inscrever no nosso canal, clique no gostei, compartilhe esse vídeo e faça mais sugestões no nosso Instagram. E agora, vamos para a reação.
Is Poland safe? Now, I think safety is everyone's number one consideration, whether you are looking for a new place to retire or maybe you're just looking for the perfect summer vacation spot for your family. Now, here specifically in Krakow, we have eaten our way through the market, we have shown you around the city, we've talked all about cost of living, but we haven't talked about safety. Today we want to break down safety in Poland into three different sections. The facts and figures, the statistics, kind of how you feel, your gut instinct about the place in Russia. Now, just looking at the numbers of Poland by itself doesn't really give us or you a fair comparison to what it's like in other countries. So we wanted to compare it to the United States, the country that we were born in, the country we're from, Canada, our neighboring country, a country that is known to be very safe, and also the country that we've been living in for the last 6 years, Mexico. Starting with Mexico, this is the homicide rate per 100,000 people. The homicide rate in Mexico per 100,000 people is 26. 26 out of 100,000. Like I said, that's a country we have lived in for the last 6 years and it wouldn't be a place that we lived unless we felt like it was safe enough for us to live there. And we've traveled around the whole country, so we've felt like it's pretty safe. But compare that to the United States, which has a homicide rate of 6.52 per 100,000, so considerably less than Mexico. But then we moved to Canada. The Canadians are proud, very proud of their safety, very proud of their country, as they should be. They have a homicide rate of 1.97. A third of the homicide rate that we have in the United States. But Poland, the homicide rate in Poland is 0.7. Not 1.7, not 5.7, 0.7. 0.7 per 100,000 people. Those are the numbers. Like I said, we felt safe in the United States, we felt safe in Mexico, we have never been to Canada, but you can't dispute the numbers.
Meu Deus, mas eu sabia que a Polônia era um lugar seguro, mas eu não sabia que era tanto. A esse nível.
Bom, isso é uma coisa que a gente consegue perceber mesmo reagindo aos vídeos e mesmo que a gente nunca tenha ido para esse país.
Mas é muito, muito baixa a taxa.
Sim, é verdade, é muito baixo. Mas a gente, de alguma maneira, a gente teve a sensibilidade de captar essa atmosfera. Justamente pelas observações que a gente faz nos vídeos, de ver que as pessoas andam com muita tranquilidade nas ruas. Isso é incrível.
Numbers and data are great. As an accountant, I love the cold, hard facts. But the truth is, only looking at numbers and data don't really paint a full picture as to whether Poland is safe or not. So the second sort of pillar that I'd like to talk about is your spidey sense. That's what I call your intuition, that feeling in your gut about whether you feel safe in a place. And really, I think we all know that feeling you get in the pit of your stomach, unfortunately, when you turn down a street, you're all by yourself, and maybe things feel a little off. And that, to me, is what I call my spidey sense. And what do I base that on? I think you can base that on looking at your surroundings and deeming whether Poland is safe or not. Is the plaza busy or is it empty? Are there people out enjoying the time, having a great time, or does it feel a little bit off, perhaps a little deserted? Are there bars on the windows? Does it seem like shop owners and restaurant owners are worried about break-ins or petty theft or things like that? And I would like to say with full confidence that Poland feels extremely safe, according to my trusty spidey sense.
é maravilhoso, é inacreditável.
Quick disclaimer before we jump too far into this is that this is based on our experience in Krakow, Poland. We haven't really traveled much out of Krakow or really southern Poland. We are not war correspondents. We are not Ukraine/Russia specialists by any means. This is purely based on, one, some facts and figures, and two, our experience in Krakow, Poland. The short answer is we feel extremely safe in Poland. We don't feel like we're in any danger. We feel like it's safe to travel here. However, I will say there are definitely some things that make us feel uneasy, and Krakow does have some dangerous aspects to it. And we want to share those with you at the end of the video.
Eu acho que seria uma coisa maravilhosa. Eu acho que ia resolver uma boa parte dos problemas que o nosso país tem se a gente tivesse mais segurança como a Polônia. Eu sei que alcançar um nível assim pode ser muito difícil pela situação que o país está hoje, mas realmente é uma coisa, assim, é um sonho pra gente que vive num lugar como o Brasil, porque aqui a gente tem um problema muito grande com questões de roubo, mas roubos que são violentos. Então, se tornam muito piores, porque em alguns lugares da Europa também tem, a gente já viu as pessoas comentando, mas aqui a gente tem essa questão também da violência. Então, a gente olhar um lugar assim, que existe um lugar assim, seguro, desse jeito, desse nível como a Polônia, é uma coisa muito, muito louca.
Sem dúvidas. Inclusive, se a gente perceber que, na verdade, tudo faz parte de uma questão cultural, mas também de educação. Porque existe uma percepção na Europa de que as coisas são muito diferentes do que acontece no nosso país. Em nosso país, a gente tem uma desigualdade social muito grande e isso, de alguma maneira, acaba alimentando que algumas pessoas acabem tendo comportamentos ruins, né? E na Europa a gente vê uma coisa muito diferente. E especificamente na Polônia, já é uma coisa incrível, porque você tem uma tranquilidade ali, uma segurança muito grande. E se no nosso país a gente tivesse isso, seria maravilhoso. Mas para isso acontecer, muitas coisas precisam acontecer. E essas coisas, infelizmente, no nosso país não acontecem como acontece na Polônia.
Most people that are wondering if Poland is safe right now or not probably are thinking so in the context of Russia and Ukraine, because Poland is very close to Ukraine. It borders Ukraine. Let's keep in mind here, we are YouTubers. Not historical YouTubers, not news YouTubers. You're coming to us for war information.
Abort.
It's your fault, I'm sorry. Here's my view, my slightly educated view on the situation with Poland and Ukraine/Russia, and is Poland safe right now as of the time of this filming? We feel very safe in Krakow.
As a tourist in Krakow, everything seems as it would normally any other time. Again, I feel like this is with a million disclaimers.
I think most people's concern or fear with Ukraine/Russia is the unknown. It is all of the posturing. It is Russia saying they're going to do this and that. And with Poland being so close to Ukraine, fears about if things were to escalate beyond Ukraine, the proximity to Poland seems fearful to some, to many. Especially almost the further away you are, I feel like the scarier it seems. My take, my view, and again, remember, YouTuber, not historian, not an expert, is that if things go beyond Ukraine, if things were to spill over into NATO countries, we're not safe. We're probably not safe in Texas, and we're probably not safe in Poland. And NATO countries, I guess what I'm trying to say is if things escalate beyond the borders of Ukraine, then I think everybody's safety across the whole world is probably at question.
Changed.
It's changed. Does that make sense?
That makes sense.
So, I feel just as fearful here in Krakow, Poland about the situation in Russia as I do if we lived in Dallas. That's my opinion. That is, again, not an expert. Haven't read everything about the war. Don't know everything about the war. That's just my opinion. I'm sure many people feel differently. But I'll go back to, there's people out here on scooters. There's people
Dangering up the place.
There are people here having fun. There are people out getting drinks. There are people from the UK visiting here on holiday. On stag parties, we've been told they're called. There are lots of tourists here. So we are not the only ones that feel like the situation in Ukraine and Russia is not a threat currently as of this filming. Dangerous. Not dangerous. Dangerous. Dangerous.
Esse são os
You are
perigos.
very passionate. You stand up for very important scooter causes.
If I'm on the city council of your city, I am banning all scooters. Not if you own a scooter, cool. It's the stupid rental scooters.
Oh my gosh.
Don't get me wrong, here in probably two videos, in like 2 videos from now, we're gonna rent one,
Scooter tour.
and it's gonna be a lot of fun, and I'm gonna love it. But I've committed to not liking the scooter, so I gotta go with it.
It's okay.
Ride or die.
It's okay.
É incrível.
There you have it. Based on the data, the numbers, our spidey senses, and our opinions on the circumstances with Russia, we believe Krakow, Poland is indeed a safe place. Here's what's happening behind the scenes.
I just feel the need to pan over here.
We have eggs and milk and bread because we're making tuna for dinner. That could also turn
could be
Krakow potentially dangerous. Oh, Greg. These are so dangerous. How did I do?
Dangerous. Look at that.
She just cut somebody off. Now you're making me hate scooters. I used to not have anything against scooters, and now I just feel so prejudiced against them, and I don't like it.
Meu Deus.
Fantástico
Que
o
lugar
vídeo.
incrível.
Fantástico. Reforça o comentário que eu fiz anteriormente, que é a sensação que a gente conseguiu captar da atmosfera da Polônia. Realmente, pelas imagens, passa uma tranquilidade incrível. As pessoas não estão preocupadas com nada. Elas estão andando ali, seguindo com sua vida. E tudo muito normal, muito tranquilo. Uau! E isso era uma coisa que seria maravilhoso ter em nosso país. E a gente não tem. E a Polônia deve ser muito grata às pessoas que moram lá por isso.
É verdade. E ainda mais se a gente imaginar que a Polônia está próxima de países que estão numa situação assim de guerra, né? Então, mesmo assim, a Polônia ainda consegue ser um país muito seguro. E é incrível isso porque a gente vê eles filmando na rua, as pessoas andando tranquila. É uma sensação que a gente gostaria de ter no nosso país, porque aqui tem pessoas, sim, que andam nas ruas com celular, mostrando o celular, mas elas sabem que isso não é uma ideia muito legal, que elas correm risco de serem assaltadas de uma forma violenta. Então, acaba cada um por si, né? Mas realmente é incrível. Ter um pouquinho dessa segurança aqui mudaria muito a vida das pessoas desse país.
Realmente seria maravilhoso.
Sem dúvidas. Mas essa foi a reação desse vídeo. Então, se você gostou, aproveita para se inscrever, ative as notificações e faça mais sugestões lá no nosso Instagram.
Muito obrigado por assistir esse vídeo e a gente se vê na próxima reação.